I'm vlogging 30 days in my life as a college student at the University of Tennessee, and I'm just coming off of a pretty eventful spring break, but now I'm about to launch a campaign for student government and throw myself into the most chaotic week of my life. Okay guys, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, so I think I may have just overslept my alarm. I'm missing so many PTs, this is insane. I've never done this before. But I guess we're late to PT, and there's no reason for me to show up anymore. I have no clue what's been going on with me lately. First, we start off this whole vlog thing with me losing my car keys. I forget to turn in a midterm paper, lose all my stuff on campus, and then I freaking forget my PC at home. I miss PT, like multiple times. I don't know what's going on with me lately. I'm not getting any less sleep than I usually am. I'm not more stressed out than usual. Nothing's different. The only thing different has been that I'm starting to vlog like 30 days in my life, but like that's basically it. So we have a big day ahead of us because this week we are gearing up for SGA elections. And I'm running in the election. So the main thing we really have to get done today though is to get campaign signatures. So there's a bunch of paperwork you have to do, and all that's pretty easy. Except one thing we have to do is get 25 signatures from like people around UT so that we qualify as like an official candidate. I've been kind of slacking on doing that. It's been open for a month now, and it's due tomorrow at 5. And I have 5 signatures.
You clearly see that here the function is concave down. Here the function.
The hide and seek video has officially been uploaded, and it is set to premiere tonight at like 6 o'clock. So one of my SGA friends is in my management class, so I was able to get a couple of signatures through him and his friends. I'm not gonna be on campus tomorrow, so I basically need to, by the end of today, I need to walk out of UT with at least 25 signatures to be able to run for Senate. We're like halfway there, I think. I think we could do it. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, good news. The sun's out. When I got to campus this morning, it was like so gloomy and dark. And we got a photo shoot outside later today. So I was a little worried there. I'm running against a bunch of sorority people and frat guys. Alright, so we've changed into a suit because I didn't like the way my other headshots looked, so we're redoing them. So I decided to go do my homework in the SJ office, and I ended up talking to one of my other SJ friends about the article I'd written last week for the Beacon, and apparently people were getting heated in the comments. I don't know, and I tried to like pull the most like bipartisan kind of stuff from it, so like...
You're always gonna have people who are just like immediately ignore all of that,
yeah,
and just like only see what they want to see, which is
yeah,
make them mad.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta finish getting my signatures.
Oh yeah, you want me to give you a signature?
You did not sign it in here, in case anyone asks.
Oh, that's true. It is. Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, let's get out the SGA. So election rules say that student government spaces are common ground, so we can't campaign in SGA spaces, and that's why we needed to step out to sign each other's papers.
You about to sign your house?
Yeah.
That would've been bad.
That would be really funny. So we were able to walk in and get some homework done, and we completed the rest of the paperwork to run for office. All that was left to do was to collect the signatures. So we're headed to meet my friend Michael, who's a photographer, to redo our election headshots because I didn't really like the ones that they did for me, and so we're gonna go redo them. That's why we're all dressed up in a suit. And I was so scared this morning because it was so cloudy and gloomy this morning. I was worried I'd ruin the photos, but I don't think the sun's out now, so... There he is. You know, I think this is the only time that Romeo joined Juliet on the balcony. The hardest part for me was getting the right smile. I just couldn't smile naturally without looking weird, and also the wind was being awful. Yeah, it might be a little difficult with the wind. Making like get it to stay still. Really far back, it won't get my... No, that's... Okay, maybe we face that way. I hate having long, straight Asian hair. You know how much easier it'd be if I had like that frat guy hair, you know, like
curly hair.
Wait. Even just slight.
Wait, okay.
Ah, the hair. The hair, yeah. Well, the wind kind of died down, so.
1, 2, 3. How about that?
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
You like those?
I'm actually more happy with that. I don't know why. Maybe it's the background.
The scenery.
Maybe. We both signed. I'm not like too big on all of like the policy stuff. No, I do like want to be involved. I want to make a change if I can. So I mean, I'll run for Senate. If I don't make it in the Senate, I'll probably join Weston over in a general body and see what I can do there. Just had a really good talk with my friend who's way more plugged in to student government than I am. He's actually volunteering to help run one of the presidential candidates' campaign, and I actually know them. So I'm probably gonna like reach out to them and get hitched onto her campaign to help me in my election. There's like 3 people running for president, and she's the only one I actually know. Because I'm co-president of the Filipino club, she's already asked me if she can like, show up to one of her meetings and do like a little like campaign speech. So I already have a connection with her. So I'm probably gonna reach out to her. Also, Bible study for the win, dude. I got the last 5 signatures I needed. Amazing. We got all the signatures we need. I'm gonna upload that paperwork tonight, and we are going to be on the ballot, guys, for the Senate. And now comes the actual hard part about the election, and that is actually running and getting votes. Am I photoshopping my election portrait just a little bit? Yeah, I am. That is how you go from this to this, which, yeah, kind of looks the same, honestly. That's someone who needs new gutters. So I spent most of the day at work, knocking on doors and screwing around. I was not expecting to run to another Filipino. That's so funny. But soon we have to walk back in. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and we've got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I'm really worried because last time I slept through all my alarms, which has never happened to me before. So I'm a little nervous that I'm gonna miss PT again tomorrow, but I'll try my best. I'm gonna go to bed right at 9 or before. Alright, so actually I ended up waking up kind of early, and then I actually checked the time after a while, and it was 2:30, so I'm going back to bed. Because I slept through all of my alarms on Monday, I decided to set a crap ton of alarms starting at 3 o'clock this morning, going all the way up to like 5, so I wouldn't miss PT again. And thank God I did, because they just texted us at 4 o'clock in the morning. They decided to change things up, and they told everyone that we need to be at Hoskins at 5 o'clock in the morning, which usually means we're doing something big. I've just gotten told I need to be there with a water source and a government ID. Usually I wake up at 5:10. Like 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:10. If I hadn't set all of those alarms, I would have completely missed the message that we needed to be there at 5. Hey, let's freaking get over there. I think we're getting drug tested. So I walk in, there's like 100 cadets all piled into like a classroom, right? I immediately like find people I know, and then they ask me, "Boss, are you contracted?" "No, I'm not contracted yet." "Okay, well, you're good to go. I can just leave?" "Yeah." But that's the army life, I swear. I can work out, I can get a shower. I'm gonna have 2 hours up on everybody today. I just realized that I don't have to pay for parking because ROTC just like did this new thing. I don't have to pay for stupid T-Rex parking, which is like overpriced as crap. Oh no. It is not 6 a.m. Election campaigning officially started today at 6 o'clock. So right when T-Rex opened, all of like the big major candidates posted on their Instagram that they were running, officially announcing that they were running for office. And we're running for Senate, so we need to make some form of announcement sometime. I'm trying to get to Stokely before the sun officially rises, because I forgot my protein shake this morning, so I'm gonna go load up on breakfast. So the one big question everyone's got in their mind is, Jed, why on earth are you running for Senate? And to be completely honest with you, pride. So I have a whole story to tell about why I'm running. All the way back in December, I wasn't thinking about running I went to like the interest meeting, right, to kind of get plugged in on like what the process is like and whatnot, but I wasn't actually planning on running at all. After winter break, the parking people decided to be more anal about parking, and they started restricting the parking lot I parked at for PT in the morning, and I needed to park at that parking lot because I live off campus, I have to wake up at 5 to show up to PT, I have to shower, get ready for classes at T-Rex, but that doesn't matter to the parking Gestapo, because as of now, they've ticketed me 3 times now, and I've had to pay around 90 bucks in fines, and I just think that's ridiculous. But no, I realized that I should probably announce that I'm actually running today, so I'm gonna do that. I don't know how much of an impact it'll actually have, because I'm just announcing it to my 300 followers, like, what's that gonna do? Hey Vols, I'm announcing my run to be your next Haslam senator. Oh god. Okay, right now, I'm trying to draft a caption for my election announcement. I've read a lot of the other captions, and a lot of them were like, I want to strive for unity. You have a bunch of these campaign slogans, right? And to me, they're so hollow and shallow. It's like, what do you mean by, I want more unity? I want to make a caption that actually resonates with people. It's like, I don't want to do slogans, right? But at the same time, I don't want to make any campaign promises. I don't want to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna fix parking, because I can't guarantee that, you know? So there's a campaign set up on PED for Speaker of the Senate, so I'm gonna go talk to them. Yeah, I'm Jen. I'm actually running for the Haslam seat. So.
Okay, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. No, I saw on Instagram that y'all had a table going. I saw Wes in there, and I actually know him, so...
There's 6 people running for Haslam. There's only 4 that get elected.
Apparently, there's 6 people running for the Haslam seat, and only 4 of us will actually get a Senate seat. So basically that means I just need to beat 2 other people. Is that gonna happen? Hell no. I do not believe for a second. I need to finish prepping my announcement post. I'm planning on putting that out at 12, noon today. Oh my gosh, I'm scrolling through Instagram, and the other person who's running for student body president just dropped their freaking campaign announcement.
But when I really think about my favorite memories of college, they happen right here on this couch. Throughout this week, I want to inspire all students to maybe try something new by getting involved in election week.
Oh, this is all starting to be real now. Oh my gosh. So, I spent all of calc class not paying attention like usual. I was basically stalking Instagram and trying to figure out who's aligned with who. Because one of the big things this year, SJ has banned political parties. You don't run as part of a political party, you have to run independently. What I've started to realize after everyone's election announcements have been coming out is there are still party lines. People aligned with other people, just not officially. And so I've been trying to keep track of who is with who.
Several tips so that you could see examples in a variety of styles, similar to that. And then we've also got what is an artifact label.
Okay, we may have just made a massive miscalculation here. Okay, well first off, I'm skipping my managed class, because, I wasn't going to do anything in that anyway. It's a really boring class. Apparently, they released a ballot. It's a complete list of who is running for what. So I thought I was smart. I was thinking, everyone in student government is a political science major, right? So they're going to run for the seat for the political science college, they're going to run for an off-campus seat, or they're going to run for one of the at-large seats, because they can't run for any of the other colleges' seats. Those are reserved for people of that college. So I thought I was being really smart by running for the Haslam seat. I was wrong. I was stupid. I should not have done that. I could have ran for an off-campus seat. I could have ran for an at-large seat. There's 7 off-campus seats to be filled, and only 2 people are running. There's 14 at-large Senate seats open, and only 7 people are running. So I quite literally could have ran for anything else, and I would have been guaranteed a Senate seat. So noon came, and it was time for me to post my campaign announcement, and I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely a little nervous for the content.
Christ, the bread of heaven, blood of Christ, the cup of salvation.
So we just had a property assessor drop by Tyson House to reassess the property. Because right now, the university is actually trying to buy Tyson House to demolish it and build new university things, which I think is really sad. And it's also really conflicting since I want to be a real estate developer, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing. Usually whenever I make a post, I don't check socials at all after I make a post because I get really anxious whenever I make a post. So I try not to check it. But I just checked my Instagram after I made that post. Dude, I got so much support. I love y'all so much, dude. Oh my word. Now we head off to our astronomy lab. No. 101 degrees for next month. So in other news, I just got my article published. I just got a brilliant campaign idea.
Really?
You know what I should campaign for?
What?
Legalizing ChatGPT. So here are the unofficial party lines as of right now. It's organized. These are the presidents and vice presidents, who they're aligned with. So Avery is aligned with Jack, blah, 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 blah. Campbell is uncontested for Speaker of the Senate. These are all the people I know who are volunteering to help their campaigns. These are the other Senate campaigns that I know are happening. These are people I know. And the bottom line is I'm screwed. It's been a long day. Let me play my Roblox in peace, okay? Let me live out my dream as a real estate developer in Roblox, okay? Look at my super mall I've already built.
But I started at my undergraduate institution through the very same way all of you started. Getting involved in your first year, your SGA, learning the ins and outs of how things work, and then slowly working my way through different areas. You see what impact you too could be a vice chancellor student life somewhere at some institution, maybe at the University of Tennessee after I'm long gone, because I do love my job. So,
Would someone want to make that?
It's the end of another long day. We've been on campus since 4 o'clock in the morning, so we're finally getting to go home. We got way more support. I'm so surprised at how much support we've actually gotten from other people in student government, from my friends. It's actually crazy to me how much support I've gotten. I've gotten 100 likes on that post, which is crazy for me because I remember a year, maybe not even a year ago, I would get maybe 30 something likes on any one of my posts. So it's kind of crazy to me. I know 100 isn't that big or anything, but to me it is. To me it's huge. So election campaigning was in full swing, so I decided to go make new friends with some of the candidates for president and vice president. How's it going? Good. Hi. How's tabling going?
Thanks, good.
Both of you.
So great.
Look who it is. Oh my God. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I actually have to head up that way anyway, so I'll walk with you. I'm gonna go talk to one of the other campaigning tables. I know one of the people who's working this campaign. So who set fire to the trash can, guys?
Hey, Jack, this is good content.
It's content! Yeah. It's the police. Never mind.
Cracks me up. Thank you. We just put out a fire.
No, but anyway, before all that happened, I want to come introduce myself. We did really good making connections with people in student government, the next administration as well. But it took about 2 hours, dude. But anyway, look how beautiful the river is. So for the military science lab this week, we did a land nav to prepare for Fort Knox next week, and that's always fun. Here's my group running through the woods to find a point at the last minute because we goofed up. I didn't even know you could do that with the chairs. 3 days into campaigning, it's going pretty good so far. We've had really good conversations with the candidates and stuff. And really today is just a chill day because I legitimately have nothing I really need to do. But really all I need to do is just knock out a bunch of homework to get ready for next week because I won't have any time at all to do anything next week. So I basically spent my whole time in calc designing election buttons, stickers, whatever. I remembered JFK's buttons had his face on them or whatever, and I thought those looked really good, so I kind of made one of my own. And then I realized I was taking myself a little bit too seriously, and I have not been taking this campaign seriously from the very beginning. So I decided to use the picture that I used for the buffet video as my face on the button, and I think it came out really good. Just had lunch with Will at Stokely. I think this is the most go-to lunch that Stokely's ever had. They literally have Salisbury steak. And now we're headed over to Circle Park to go to a Daily Beacon meeting, because I actually haven't been in a couple of weeks now. I think they have like some special guests coming in. They're requiring us, whenever we show up to these meetings, to bring like 2 really good story ideas. And I don't really have any, so I've got to make something up on the way.
And then there was the guy that was the pajama, walked around campus in his pajamas and with a soapbox in his hand. And would just throw it down and get up and start, like Presidential was his favorite place, you know, the square.
That's
just
funny.
throw down his box and get up and start talking about. But we had the apathy party, and there were tons of them.
I have 3 ideas. I mean, one of them is like obviously the SJ elections are going on right now. I think it'd be really interesting to cover that because it's a really unique election this year. There's no parties. I'm running for Senate right now, and there's so many Senate seats that aren't actually like being like ran for. Like we have so many vacant seats. It's insane. There's 3 candidates like right now. 2 of them are from SJ, 1 of them is from outside, which is also really interesting. Do you mind if I just take the box? So we just bagged a full box of pizza.
Still haven't found what we're looking for. And our heart is restless until it rests.
Honestly, a pretty light week back, but things were just starting to ramp up. Senate for Haslam?
I literally had to tell 4 people down bus.
I've got to be the dumbest Senate candidate. Who wears a tie with a face on it?